I think this is a gorgeous property that's just representative of what eastern Colorado and Arapahoe County look like.
Each year, Arapahoe County recognizes outstanding stewardship and conservation and protection of the great outdoors with the Our Progress Takes Flight Award. This year, Arapahoe County Open Spaces has selected a group of stakeholders, led by Buckley Air Force Base and the City of Aurora, to receive the 2020 Our Progress Takes Flight Award for the Buckley Air Force Base Buffer Project.
So the Buckley Buffer is a series of properties that are adjacent to or very near the base that now are protected as open space, so they won't be developed.
Through a series of land acquisitions completed in 2019, more than 700 acres of open space land surrounding Buckley Air Force Base in Aurora were purchased and preserved.
The buffer zone is a open space that we want to have around a base, around a flying installation, to make sure that we, one, minimize the noise for our neighbors. We want to be polite neighbors. Two, gives us safety, margin for things. We want to make sure that there's open spaces as we're flying our airplanes to keep our neighbors safe all the time. And having that buffer zone around Buckley is really what enables us to accomplish that mission and be good neighbors at the exact same time.
You really need to have a significant amount of buffer to prevent the intrusion of our intelligence operations here, as well as our early warning system programs.
Other project partners receiving the Collaborative Award include Trust for Public Land, Colorado Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, and Great Outdoors Colorado.
It took years of dedication and hard work to turn this critical conservation project into a reality for this community, and we applaud their efforts and really celebrate the entire team.
Coming to the table with that strong partnership, multiple funding sources, and showing, not just an interest in the project, but showing up with money and ready to execute was something that was unique.
I think for us, the reward is to be able to come out to places like this and get to walk around. That's one thing that we're very proud of about this project, and much of our work is that it produces real results.
There are so many different partners involved in making sure that we can sustain these open spaces and sustain that buffer zone. We're just incredibly humbled and thankful to be a part of that team.
We certainly want to be good stewards of where we sit, and this is where we reside. We are a part of the community.
Collaboration, partnership, everyone wins from this buffer zone project.
Oh, there's white-tailed deer right there.
With this buffer in place, land in the buffer zone won't be developed in the future and now provides a protected corridor for open space, wildlife habitat, and future trails.
It's the only base I've ever been to where you're staring at antelope and counting them as you're on the way to work every morning.
Just demonstrates the importance of these properties.
The buffer also ensures the long-term viability of base operations, including Air Force and Colorado Air National Guard flight missions, training, and use of radar and navigation systems.
Buckley Air Force Base is the largest employer in Aurora. The impact of just Buckley itself on the local community, and not just Aurora, but the entire metro area, is over $1 billion a year. So keeping Buckley here, keeping Buckley viable and active is absolutely crucial to us.
The Buffer Project is a win-win for our community, our environment, and all partners involved.
We're recognizing Buckley Air Force Base and the various tenant units here for their help and commitment of allowing us to help them help this country's national security and defense, as well as providing opportunities, recreational opportunities for our citizens.
In 50 years from now, this will still remain, wildlife habitat. This will remain a great place for wildlife to live, but there will be the opportunity for people to move through the area and connect along trail systems and things, and be places for them to watch wildlife and view those things that help us with our mental health and help us with that connection to nature and connection to all the communities that surround us.
This award is a reminder of the power of partnerships and how a community can work together to accomplish great things. Thank you for your support, and congratulations to this year's award winners.
Well into the future, Buckley Air Force Base, generations from now, they'll look back at this and say thank you for having done this.